All right, if you've made it to this video, this means you've done all your pre-homework and you're ready to finish up your escape room activity. I hope you've enjoyed working through the videos, learning a little bit about how to set this stuff up in Canva using a template and using some AI and some free tools. So hopefully it's been a good experience for you. If you have any questions, of course, reach out to me. I am happy to help you. So there's this final document called Final Task. This is our finishing assignments here, and I'm going to walk you through those here in video style. So we're going to start off by the first part. Now you're going to want to make sure that you have your cover page ready to take this text here in a bit. So I've gone ahead and deleted some things, moved some things around, changed some colors. You know, you can go through and make any changes that you want to make to your design before you get to this point. But once you have it all set up, leave yourself a spot for a picture and leave yourself a spot for your storyline. Now, I personally also like to have what I call a story map, which is like, here's stop one, and it's this puzzle, and then there's some kind of fun little saying that goes along with our whole theme. You could skip this part really if you wanted to, or you could take this paragraph and put it like at the top of each of the pages instead. I kind of like a story map so that my students can, before I start the timer, take a look at everything, kind of read through what these puzzles are going to be over here, and then decide like, okay, I'm really good with a word search, so I want that one. Or if it was something that had a crossword puzzle or, you know, whatever, the mystery puzzles, that sort of thing. So they can kind of like get a plan of action together. But you could forego the map if you really wanted to. I'll still show you how to set this up, though, using AI. Now, if you followed along, you know that I'm kind of a big fan of Copilot, but you could certainly use any AI. ChatGPT is fine. Gemini is Google's AI. It will work too. They're just going to give you slightly different results, and you may have to refine them a little bit, okay? So I have created this, and you can just copy and paste it, and then you're just going to need to update it. Now, if you make another one of these on your own, just be sure you change your puzzles. And you could do one, you know, that only has 3 or 4 puzzles. You don't have to have all these puzzles like we have here. But, so you're just going to copy and paste this in here. And then you're going to edit this out. So I'm creating a fun paper-based escape room and need to develop my storyline. Now, I'm not going to use this web design one because I already have it done. So I'm just going to like make up a whole different one. So let's say that my theme is multimedia, because that's another one of the classes I teach. And I'd like to incorporate a dragon who breathes music in my story. Okay, I don't know. So multimedia, I'm going to say video, illustration, and audio. Okay, so then I'm going to scroll down, and then puzzle 1 is a missing news activity. Okay, we know that. Puzzle 2 is a pixel mystery. Puzzle 3 is the social media mess. If you change some of that, then you would want to change these. Puzzle 4 is a decode the cipher, where they have to crack the code and identify the, let's say that mine was a person, but whatever yours was for puzzle 4. Puzzle 5 is a rebus mystery, where they must use the clues to identify whatever your question was that, you know, they had to answer. So maybe it was a business. Don't hit enter in here or it'll just start going. Puzzle 6 is a make the match, where they complete the table with the answer of the correct choice from the list of, and then whatever your list was. I think mine was companies, and if yours is places or people, then whatever that is. And then 7 is the busy message, hidden, the scribble inside, okay? So that's going to give you your storyline and hopefully each of your puzzle intros. But it might not the first time, okay? So you're going to hit your button to tell it, go ahead. It's going to think for a minute, and hopefully it'll spit something out. Copilot likes to put it in a little table and not really write my whole storyline. We'll see what it does this time. All right, so it says storyline, the melody of the dragon. In the mystical land of Scenaria, a powerful dragon named Melodian guards the ancient multimedia vault. Okay, that sounds fun. Objective, the players have to journey through 7 multimedia-themed challenges to recover the lost notes of his song. Okay, I actually pretty much like that one a lot. I could probably take off the setting and the objective part on here, but, you know, whatever. So then you would come in and you would create a box. I'm just going to scoot this out of the way because I don't want to get rid of what I have here because I plan to use it with my kids. So you could just create you a text box, or I like to create a rectangle because you can put words in a rectangle, okay? And I'm just going to paste it up in there, all right? So it's pasted in. And then again, you're going to resize your box however you need to do. And then, of course, I can kind of enter down here. I've made my box way too tall. I kind of hate how in Canva you have to click off of stuff and then click on it again to, pick it up. But anyway, okay. So once I have this, however I want it to be, maybe I want to put a little border around the edge of it. So I could do that and say, let's have a little white border or some, oops, wrong button. Let's undo that. Okay, my text was white, so if you make it white, your text disappears. Okay, so this one here is my border color, so let's say I want to use yellow or something, and I can put that on there. Okay, so now we've got that. And again, I could go through here and modify all of this stuff however I wanted to, but that's all you got to do for that page, okay? Now, we also have the map of the game, or the puzzle flow. This is what would go on your second page. So like puzzle number 1, the echoing newsstand. Location, town square. You might not want to use the location. You may just simply want to have like challenge, fill in the missing words from a scrambled news outcome, and discover the first note of Melodian's melody, or something like that, okay? So you choose what you want to use of these puzzle intros, and then on your second page, if you want to do like I did and create like a shape, and I just used a regular shape here, and I typed this in, I copied and pasted between mine, and then I have a text box over here, and I just whatever I put here. And if you want these to be a little more exciting, because these are kind of boring sounding, then I did give you some tweaks. So if you scroll down here, you can say the plan is good, but I want a storyline and I can copy and paste for the reader, write me the intro page, then write me an intro for each puzzle page. Okay, so let's say I pop that in there. All right, so I'm just going to pop that straight up in there. And then I can go ahead and generate. And so now it's giving me my story again. It made it a little bit longer this time, so I could change it and use this one instead. And then here we go, the echoing newsstand. And so now it has more of a story. The town square is eerily quiet. A single newspaper flutters in the wind. Okay, so whatever. So you could, again, choose these. If they're too long, you could say, these are kind of long, make it shorter. If you're using a different AI and it's trying to write your escape room for you, then this one is a refinement. I already have my solutions and puzzles. I just need the storyline and page intros. So you could say that as well. All right. The other thing that might be fun to do is this last refinement, which is what can I use as the you win at the end? Write that part. So I'm going to say that. And then here it says my victory page, the vault awakens. So this kind of gives me the you've won, congratulations, brave adventurer, that sort of thing. Okay. So that would probably be a good one to have ready for the end of your puzzles. Okay. So I've got that ready. Hopefully now, pause and finish. You want to have your story here, your map if you're going to do it, or if you're going to add that at the top of each page. That's what you want to have completed at this part, okay? And then you're going to join me in the next video where we will go over creating our digital lock for this activity.